Randy, and welcome to Rock Truth Radio. I am your host, Selena McKay, and I thank you for joining us as we rock truth are absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth before our very eyes is consistently questioned, altered, and criticized to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inerrant, and the final authority for all. Rock Truth is founded on He, who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. Rock Truth Radio is a cross-cultural response to the economic climate and social crisis of today. Rock Truth is designed to serve the physical need of fallen man, while serving the spiritual needs you didn't know you had, that impacts, affects, and infects generationally. Rock Truth Radio seeks to inspire, enlighten, and highlight upcoming and established local kings and queens of character while promoting kingdom consciousness and awareness of who we are and to whom we belong. It is indeed a kingdom renaissance. Welcome, fellow truthers. Hi, how are you? How are you? And welcome to the climax of our Rock True Class Conference as we prepare for Flight 2022. Yes. Hi, Miss Shinnigadai. As you can see, I am clear. We are clear. Rock True Nation is clear for takeoff. I am very excited about the conference to again be a part of it, and then also be able to watch behind the scenes and still be able to like see it from a front row seat perspective. Like just totally dope. Like I've been really enjoying everybody speaking and the contributions. You can see the display of everything that we have done over the year, if not year and a half, put together into one, and all the concepts becoming one. It was so crazy because I believe it was Rock True Friendship and Rock True Class that was put together. It wasn't originally on that day, Machine, remember. It wasn't originally you two were to be together, but it wasn't until that night and listening, like going back through the footage to pick out, what to display. It wasn't until that night that I realized when I said that both of you rocking True Class is Rock True Friendship, because Rock True Friendship is the culture. And I didn't know that until that night. Like that's fresh. Like, you know what I'm saying? But to realize, like, oh my God, everything was strategic. Everybody is paired perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So as we go ye, as we grow ye, I am so excited for the journey that is Rock True Nation. I thank God for everyone who is on panel and platform with me, who help us continue to grow. Man, like it's so much to come. I'm so excited about it. I actually have my first in-person speaking engagement. Shout out to Miss Tammy. Thank you so much, sis, for inviting me out to your calendar release. I'm so excited and for the opportunity to speak about health and wellness and the importance, especially in a time like this, guys. Like, if I can throw out something, girl, Machina, do not have me going crazy over here. I'm reading these comments. You're going to have me like, go cry. Yes, it ain't nothing but up and clear skies, queen. Clear skies from here. And So we were talking about, wait a minute. Definitely rocking true growth, obviously. But it is definitely our time, and I am super excited about where God is taking us, what God is doing through us. And I am grateful to wake up to a new day. Every day is new, every day is fresh, every day is kingdom. So you choose, or rather so I choose. I can choose to put on something else, a different attitude, a different disposition, or most importantly, that which is attached to both of those, self-doubt. And not this flight. Not this flight. That self-doubt, you get rid of everything else when you throw away or detach or sever the tie between you and doubting God, which is doubting who you are as well. Sever the tie. Get rid of it. If you get rid of it, take out the proper garbage. Out goes that, out goes everything else that comes with it that's attached that you didn't even know was associated with it when you picked it up, you know? So, all right. So today we are going to rock true management. We're going to rock true management. And this is an imperative piece because a lot of people even ask, like, how do you do what you do? How is all this happening? And I have to assure you, first and foremost, that this is only taking place because of his people. First God, then his people. The formula is the same. Ms. Nikki Ma was talking yesterday about, Rock True Business that she is a part of in a sense. And they utilize kingdom principles in their business. And the most important keys, the man said he stresses over and over, one is tithing. So that's God, putting God first. And the second thing that was imperative was the people, putting the value there. That's kingdom management of a business. That's proper management of what, because that's what God is in. The business God is in is him, and others. That's the business. And if you can manage that by properly managing yourself first, you win it. So let's go through Rock True Management real quick. I will not be long. Lord Tad, if you are out there, we do have a new show. Well, it's not a new show, but it's a special premiere. Tonight, we're going to be talking about sex. Let's talk about sex, babe. Since everybody is so hyper sexual, let's talk about that. And on platform tonight, we'll have Lord Tyron Joe from BZNZ Radio, as well as King Dwayne, Anthony Dwayne from Scrutinize This. Both shows are available on YouTube as well. So go ahead and tune in. We'll be looking to syndicate those shows as well next year in our new season. So tune in tonight. As soon as I finish with this, I'll be logging in to RockSingle, or absolutely nothing at all, as we prepare again to take flight 2022. Rock True Nation, upright, true north is our directional piece. So, all right, so let's get to it. Rock True Management principles. And so we're going to discuss three imperative keys in Rock True Management. One is permission. And that's part of prayer or staying in contact with the tower. We refer to ourselves as the airport here. So you're going to get a lot of crew lingo. I just want you to stay, cultured. But we are an airport. We have different terminals depending on where it is or routes that we're going, such as, we are Rock True in the Cup. That's the terminal. I like to call it our food court. You know what I'm saying? We have RockSingle and Rock True Science. These are different terminals, because these are different avenues and lanes where people are actually going and traveling. And we have to make sure that we manage every aspect of government that has been given to us in accordance to kingdom law. So most importantly, besides staying in constant communication with the tower, you have to have permission. So every move you make, this isn't just, okay, I got one clearance to go. No, the clearance is for every single move you make. Every move you make, every step you take. Okay. Proper identification. We'll talk about that, because you can't take flight without any ID. I don't care where you think you're going. I don't care what you pay for your trip. You have your bags packed, all of that, all exclusive, whatever that may be. If you lack proper identification, you're not getting on the flight. Sustainability. This is imperative, because we have so many people out here believing that the hustle real, believing you got to hustle, but really believing that there's this magical mud that you're getting something out of. And that doesn't even make sense, as if you're building your life out from nothing to something, but nobody can possibly do that, but we'll discuss it. But sustainability is important, because at this particular portion in business, you understand that you are not the owner of any business. You are simply management. You are a steward, and it is stewardship that you are participating in. So let's go ahead and get in this. His prayer manual or instructions. This is permission, Rock True Management principles. Now, one cannot legally start his business without his instruction. You must need his manual. That will be our Bible, our Kingdom Constitution, as I spoke about earlier in the introduction. Humans have a small habit of purchasing products and operating them without first reading the manufacturer's manual. And that's so crazy, because I just got a phone, and it was the very first thing I did for the first time ever in life was read the manufacturer's manual. I needed to get into the mind of the maker, okay? I needed to understand what things to do, what things not to do, so that I can properly utilize this phone. It could function properly, number one, you know, and plus I can know all of the benefits, the features that the phone actually come with and utilize them. God is the God of order. He provides us with specific instructions that in which he expects us to adhere and then adhere to. How would you know how he desires for his business to function if you don't study it for application? If you don't study the Bible, how you know how you want a business to run? Well, we have to stop doing what we want to do and then wondering why we're not getting the expectations or the successful results that we desire. You can't obey the commandment of origin, be, or recreate without knowing the mind of the maker. This is important. This is important. In efforts to effectively execute his plays with precision, accurately, you must know God instinctively. I'm sorry. You must possess the wisdom to decide on his behalf. God never asked us what we thought. He never, not one time did he ask us what we thought. At any point in time that you are questioning God, let me tell you something. You can ask all the questions that you want to. At the end of the day, everything he does is for his name's sake. You remember that. Everything that the manager, excuse me, the owner of the company is going to do is going to be because of his reputation being on the line, not yours. That's why ain't no point of asking you what you thought or think. At the end of the day, it's going to come down on him. He never asked you what you thought. And then even if you want to go through a whole bunch of, questions about why this, why that, he's going to hit you with the Job. He going to hit you with that Job. Where were you when I created the heavens and the earth? You don't know me like that, homie. Like for real. Like for real. Where were you? If anything, if you can't understand at this point, do what I told you to do. Seek the kingdom, seek the king, seek his dominance or dominion, seek his right way of doing things, and let him just go ahead and add unto you. Because when you seek his right, then you understand why it is he do what it is that he do. He told us, he never asked us what he thought. He told us what he said. That is a key piece. Let me tell you why. Because even in parenting, we have children, who we have our children, excuse me, who we provide instruction to. And when they go out into their social settings, they have that opportunity to make their own decides or their own decisions. And the greatest testament to a parent is when your child is not around you and someone else speaks highly or well of them. So when the parent is not around, what is it that your is being said about your child? What is the reputation that's going out? Because again, the parent's reputation is on the line, not the child. It's the parent. They're looking like, oh, your mama didn't raise you. Oh, there can't be such and such in them children because they wouldn't let you do this or they wouldn't let you do that, this, that, and the other. But you can always tell whether or not a parent is doing their job based upon when that parent is no longer around and their children are left out into society with others. So God never asked us what he thought. He told us what he said. He told us what he said, and I was going with that in terms of parenting. That if you tell your child to do something and they don't, for instance, I love the infamous quote that everybody uses, like, well, if your friends are jumping off a bridge or a building, are you going to jump? That's the same thing here. That's the same thing here that's going on in society. I don't care who you are. I don't care what everybody else is doing. What did God tell you to do? What did he tell you to do? And he ain't told you to jump in with these trends and follow all these waves. He gave specific instructions to everybody. Everybody. That's culture. That's citizenship. It ain't going to change because you somewhere else or you possess more than anybody else. You still have the same command, whether that's knowledge or wealth or excuse me, knowledge or finances. It's not going to change. These orders are still strategic and specific to us all. I also throw this one in for free 99. God never asked for our best. That's something that we keep saying around here. Do your best. I'm just gonna give my best. He never asked for this. See, Cain tried that too. He tried it, but his offering was rejected. Okay, and this is how easy you can get upset with God and take it out on other people. But you can get upset with God because you're doing what it is that you want to do as opposed to what he told. And you decide, well, you know what? I'm just gonna give my best. And then you get upset when it's rejected or somebody else's is accepted and you didn't do what it was that you were supposed to do. And now you mad at that person too, ready, vengeful, in mindset, hateful, which leads to all of the works of the flesh, you know? So Cain tried it, but his offering was rejected. Cain decided to do what he willed in opposition to what God said. And God was specific in instruction, just like he is today. Cain knew what God ordered, just like we do today. Another thing that is imperative is possessions for safe travel. You have to have him, his spirit, which equips you with proper identification. No matter what you do in life, proper identification is required. Prior to a child being born, children are ID'd by God, their parents, and medical personnel. When a child is born, typically medical staff signify a child's identification by attaching a security bracelet around the child's leg, as well as to provide the parents with a matching band as to avoid confusion. Relationship is officially established. The parents must co-sign the necessary documents for the child to receive physical legal documentation from the country or county where he or she now possesses citizenship. The parents are also taking legal custody, responsibility for God's product, man. Citizenship provides for rights, then role one plays in the body or colony of reside. God equips all his products, that's us, guys, with his image and will. We have been taught we own and not possess. However, as kingdom citizens, we manage, supervise everything, and own no thing. His image is our original birthmark, given prior to the foundation of the world. So before he established his order on earth, he prescribed his order in us by writing his word in the heart's mind of man, Adam. Remember, God only created one product with two prototypes. He created man in his image, Adam, and he never went back to the soil. So everything he put in the one is now in all. From Adam, prototype A, he took from him what he placed inside to form Eve, prototype B, aka the incubator, to harvest out of man, Adam, all he planted in him, which was his image, or rather his identification. Most people fail to realize that in order to do business here on earth, you have to first be legal. What is a relationship with Christ without legality or citizenship? The prerequisite to handle kingdom affairs on his behalf is that you possess a fallen dirt suit. Human. We will go further in attire and in another section, but parental willingness mirrors our father's parenting model. Willingness takes place in the heart mind of the parents prior to physically signing all documentation. Their desire or will to turn from the world's systems to his will way for instructions is vital. The child's chance of living, not surviving, is at stake. And the only reason a parent, would desire God's way of doing things is if they possess him. They possess God. Possession here is imperative. Yes, in your rock true business. Throughout this book, you will see throughout the Bible, you will see the personal possessional pronoun his. That's for a few reasons. As kingdom citizens in the kingdom of heaven, we are joint heirs in and with Christ, but never owners. We own no thing. Stewards, managers, yes. Owners, no. When you truly understand this concept, you discover the foundational basis that which Rock True Management is built up on or upon. We own no thing. Everything belongs to him, including ourselves and the children he gave us. Realizing this assists us in understanding who we are, managers, and the role we play. Do as the owner would do, and not what we would want to when being about our Father's business. So specifically, we have a lot of business out here that I guess people are saying, God gave me this business. God told me this. God told me that. But I challenge that. I truly do, because I ask you, how many businesses do we have out here that support fallen, depraved nature, that support our fallen behaviors? For example, what type of business do you own? You have a restaurant that offers food, but you offer foods that are on the do not eat list. How is that in Jesus' name? I'm not, I'm just asking for a friend. Okay, activities. You are involved in a business that provides activities that's on the do not do list. But then you say this one, Jesus told you this one in Jesus. No, stop doing. No, it's not. It can't be. He's not going to contradict himself for you. He's not going to contradict himself so that you can make a profit. Cut that. No. What's another one? He said, what about attire? What about attire? Did he not say for us to be clothed holistically in our right minds? What type of attire are you merchandising and selling? That keeps us out of our right now, or at least, based upon somebody's outward appearance, you can tell what their mental capacity is. What type of attire are you selling? And then saying that this is a company or business that Jesus has authorized. Can't be. What about these non-for-profits? I want to definitely get into these non-for-profits out here, especially our girl youth mentoring groups. Our non-for-profits where the people non-profit, or the children suffer at the lack of example. I mean, I've said I guess at least four youth groups that I am aware of that can't be in the name of Jesus, or out here to inform our children as to who they are and to whom they belong, so they're not out here dressing as if they don't know. Being his again, plus obeying law, which is love his way though, plus effective communication, meaning staying in constant communication with the tower, equates or equals sustainability. Okay. When it comes to Rock True Management, there are kingdom principles that's necessary for every business model. If you desire Rock True success, but if you omit one, it assures failure. I remember my pastor, Dr. Cato Brooks Jr., said that when you start with God, you'll end with God. Rock true, unless you decide at any point in the process to omit formula. You will start off with him and end up with a result that reflects you, fallible and failure. That's exactly what's happening. You started off with an idea that God gave you, maybe, a particular business model, but then you decided to go into your own way, or the way in which of the world. And when you do that, the results end up being a business that looks like you. I don't know how many businesses have their name on it, have their face. Like all you see is them. I mean, we got business. I mean, you be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you sold lotion. I mean, apparently, I don't know, because it seems as if you're selling yourself. What is on the menu? Which is, I mean, again, youth groups, or we have non-for-profits where it's like, wait a minute, this non-for-profit is supposed to be about this, but all we see is you, your face, your tail. Which is it? Which is it? You can't be doing both. You can't be helping in the name of Jesus, and at the same time helping yourself. So it end up reflecting you looking fallible, and it equates failure. The only thing that you can do is start all the way over in efforts to guarantee his results. No matter the aspect of government, that means no matter what your business, no matter what business he has you in for his name's sake, every Rock True business, just like the whosoever, must possess God's nature, his character, his being, his law, his willed way, and his communication methods for sustainability. God made himself plain when he provided instructions for his success and sustainability. He simply said, seek the kingdom, seek his right, and he will do the math. He will add unto. You don't have to worry about nothing. Today, hustle is culture. And everybody got it from the mud. Child, I'm not playing. What is the mud? Meaning they started from something and now possess their desires. but pay close attention to my language in general. You'll understand why. Because even if you got it from the mud, you're starting with two elements that was there, so you still starting with something and not nothing. You ain't start with nothing. Nobody is starting with nothing. Everything has been provided and present for us for the day. Everything is sufficient in it. You greedy. Shoot. Today, hustle is the culture. Greedy and clout chasing. Hustle is the culture, and everybody got it from the mud, meaning they started from nothing and now possess their desires. Pay attention. This got me to thinking because the mud is a mixture of two elements. So the concept or the misconception makes no sense. And we do this all the time. Everything that sound good ain't sound. Read it again, people. Read it again. Do not just keep accepting these Facebook quotes and colloquialisms and acronyms just because it sound right. No, read that thing again. Read every word. If you got to read every letter, but do not just accept things for sound doctrine or that it makes any type of sense just because it sound good, so it's a misconception that it makes no sense. And if anyone is stating that they made something out of or the misconception makes no sense if anyone is stating that they made something out of nothing. So it don't make sense. There is not one thing new under the sun. Everyone who came to this planet arrived providing nothing additional besides more carbon monoxide. Rock true science. I would have said they provided themselves, but a vast majority of people lack knowledge of God's purpose and his purpose for their life, and they die gassed up when they should die empty. Every rock true business model should possess people, okay, who belong to God, again, obey his law, love, which is forgiving, restoring, and repeating that process, correcting yourself first and then others, who agree with him, not just know him for themselves, and possess the ability to communicate on his behalf effectively. These concepts place the business managers and crew in the proper position and posture for rock true success. Those people he's seeing should be valued with proper compensation. And this is the thing right here. This is what separates your business from kingdom business. Proper compensation for the people he's seeing to help fulfill the overall plan. The kingdom concept here that I don't see too many people following is that all crew staff members should make equal pay. Our gifts and talents in accordance to the kingdom or to kingdom law is equal in value because he provided them. You didn't provide that from yourself. You didn't get the gifts out the mud either. Don't allow anyone to undervalue your gift. And most importantly, as a rock true manager, do not devalue the gift and necessity of your brother. Think about it. With a car, you have the engine and the what's the other thing that be going out? It begin with a C. Anywho, all the major car parts that go out in a car, and we place so much value on those things. However, if you have everything in the car working, it looks good, the color great, you got a driver, you have a grand logo, your advertising marketing is amazing, all of that is just and then if you don't have a $6 spark plug, your car can't go. Your car is is ineffective. It now malfunctions, right? So if the $6 spark plug is just as imperative or important as the engine, as the logo, as the driver, as the owner, as the color of the car, or rather the namesake, if that is just as imperative, why does it get a cheaper value? Who put the value on our gifts? Who sold us out? Who sold us cheap? So if you're in the rock true business, please follow his business model. Everybody from the CEO to the janitor should make the same amount because you value who it is you're working next to. And when you value people, you don't got to worry about replacing employees. They're going to be there. They're going to be there because they want to be there because you treat them as if they're worth it, just like God treats you as if you were worth it too. That's why I challenge you to reevaluate the management of your business, or his, starting with yourself, and then also the business that you manage or you say is sent by him and in his name. These kingdom keys are standard and provide legality for all kingdom ambassador operations. Either you are operating in a kingdom business or you ain't. Take a look at it today. Look at the business model. But I can tell you this, the key to that is how you value your people or his people. These three elements in any business keep you at God's feet so you can sufficiently receive his resources straight from his hand. God sustains his affairs because he is owner. That's why you don't have to worry about nothing. You can go to work, do everything he told you to do. You ain't got to worry about if somebody gonna come and buy your product. If you're worried about that, you are not cultured. If you're worried about that, you're not clothed in your right mind. If you're worried about that, you are carrying around self-doubt. You do not believe what God said, and you don't believe who God said you were. You trying to hustle. Remember all them shirts, don't get no sleep. Says who? Sleep is programmed into your body. How you don't get no sleep? No, because again, that's in your name and you have to sustain it. When you got to sustain a business, it's very difficult to be independent out here. It is. It's best to be dependent on God and interdependent upon each other. But if you're going to stand out here on your own, you got to take care of everything yourself, as opposed to allowing God to supply it when all you ever had to do was just simply be. God sustains his affairs because he is owner. When we occupy the owner's seat, we now become responsible for upkeep. This mindset, I'm the owner, is the primary reason one would have to resort to hustling, because God ain't in it, including religious churches. I must be clear here because, like the day of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he did the same thing. He distinguished his church from the ones that were already existing in intentional error. People truly believe that when you manage his business, you lose sleep and work long hours. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's when you attended to your own affairs. Maybe that's true when you own the business, but kingdom ambassadors overstand we own no thing and that it all belongs to him to be utilized for his namesake, honor, and glory. And that, my friend, is Rock True Management in a nutshell. I'm actually writing a book. That's why I was like going through it, and some parts I was saying like in the book, but yeah, I'm actually writing this book on management because it is key. I'm gonna go ahead and read through these comments and then get on out of here as we get ready for the next show. So, okay, all right, all right, I'll block you. Okay, all right, and then I'll block. Okay, and I'll block you. And then someone says value and worth. Hello, hi, how are you? So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to Rock True Management. Thank you guys so much for your love and support out there for Rock True Nation. Everything you do, people who are sharing, people who comment on what it is, people who show up at the cafe just to simply support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's an amazing opportunity to serve you with the gifts that God has given me. I'm excited about it. Like, I just, for the first time in my life, you know, you get to a point where you're healed. You know what I'm saying? You're healed, you're whole, you're one, you're complete, you know, and you can stand, you know, and you can rock true or absolutely nothing. Man, even in the midst of what would appear to be storms to everybody else, you know, you can dance in the rain, but that's only because you understand that it is God who sustains. You have blessed assurance. You have blessed assurance that you came back. And it is nowhere near as close to life insurance or any other insurance you can buy on earth. You have blessed and assured. It is a stamp of guaranteed approval that your business will be successful when you operate it according to his law. All right, guys, manage your people. Value your people. Manage yourself properly. Get clothed in your right mind. Manage his affairs the way in which he would have you to do it. Shout out to Rock True Nation. Shout out to Rock True Nation. What a grand conference. I cannot wait for our next conference, which is going to be in July. There's a few other things that we have going on, and I run them through you. Don't forget about our Ready Mindset Grow Reset that starts tomorrow. It is $1 a day, people. 30 days. I don't want to use the word challenge, but I do challenge you to change your mind. Change your mind. For once in your life, just change your mind. Change the way you think. Be willing to be retaught. Everything that you may possibly have known, or at least reevaluate it. But change your mind. We ditching self-doubt in 30 days. We are ditching. We can't kick it with the homie. And fear, neither fear. Proverb says, but during the as he discussed the virtuous woman, and he says that she laughs without fear, though. You can't kick it with the homie. You can't kick it with the homie. She laughs without fear. So join our Mindset Grow Reset. We have workouts available. We have nutritional plans available. Shout out to Spoon and Doc Ock. We also have Coach Letitia, who's providing us with some workouts throughout the area, and we will join her on Thursdays once a month to do hip hop. Oh, what is it? It's hip hop. Hi, is that Kwame? Because it's the only person that called me Mary Mac. Is that Kwame? If it is, oh my God, I love you and I miss you, brother. It was so good seeing you the other day. Oh, I love y'all, man. Thank you so much. If this is you, just your Rock True support, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget about hey, Nick. What's going on, Nick? Of course, see, y'all, it gotta be. It has to be nobody else but one of the Charleston shoes. Nah, has to be nobody else. But man, I miss him. I miss him, sis. Oh my God, Mary Mac, Nick. But that was Uncle Clarence too, though. So I'm just kind of like going down a little bit of memory lane. But anywho, thank you, Queen, for taking the time to turn and see. I love you, sis. And keep growing all that you're doing and everything, man. Shout out to Shiny Poo till I say hey, and keep growing, keep going, for his namesake solely. I love y'all. All right, let me see one more thing that we have. Oh, tonight, just a second, I'm about to head over right now so that we can have a discussion on hypersexualization and being licensed to practice sex. Seriously, it's an imperative conversation. So have that with us. Just a little bit more information on our 5 a.m. club, our fitness club, and ways that you can join. So we're on Facebook. Hit us up if you would like to join and change your mind. Get back on track. And we're here to provide the accountability and the resources to do so. I'll offer classes every day at 8 o'clock to 8:30. Very simple classes. It gives you the opportunity to discuss things back with me if you desire, but you get that one-on-one time with me to discuss and help yourself change your mind, change the way you think. Listen, and especially think about yourself, because everything ain't about you. Everything ain't about you. It is about him, and it is about others. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one. So on Fridays now, we'll also have our new show, which is the Rock True Aviation Back to Origin, with myself as well as Kelvin Bride, who's gonna also co-host this show with me. And then I just want to throw this one up here. I love it. It says, shout out to Wood and his family. We continue to pray for you, brother. He says, I'd rather impress you with my grammar than with my attire. On Wood and just writing and brother, I mean, that is such a powerful piece. Think about what is important in life. Everything isn't the material things or the financial things. There are more to life than those. So shout out to you, brother, again. Just praying with you. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. Happy New Year. Happy Holy Day. And this year, take full advantage. Don't waste it. If the last 2 years haven't showed you that you're not special. Nobody is. Nobody is. Every day, live it. Live it. Don't hold anything. I love it on the son said, don't you hesitate. Don't you hesitate. Be his again. Or absolutely nothing at all. Rock true, y'all. Peace.